In this video, I will discuss in detail about the Arc Flash analysis, and I will simulate the Arc Flash analysis, Arc Flash study. So in the previous video, I covered how to set this Arc Flash case editor. So just let's have a quick look. Here we have created all the buses as faulted, standard IEEE 1584, 1.2 calorie per square centimeter. This is the incident energy. This parameter we have approved the parameters, this PP, this is approved, and here is the standard as per IEEE standard. Short circuit current is the maximum short circuit current condition. So now let's quickly run this Arc Flash study. Yeah, so we have already simulated this Arc Flash study. Let's see and analyze the results. What results we are getting, since we have created all the buses as faulted. So in all the buses, this Arc Flash energy is shown here. Here you can display whatever this FCT. This is the fault clearing time. We want to see whether in second or cycles. You can select. Suppose we want to see in second, this fault clearing time in second. So we can see here this FCT. This is for this bar LV2 bus A. So let's analyze the result here one by one. Here is the level D, because this incident energy IE is 21.218. Yeah, so 21.218 calorie per square centimeter, and FCT fault clearing time, FCT is 0.384 seconds. This is level D. Because if you can recall, here under these parameters approved, so this is level D because it is less than 25 calorie per square centimeter. So it is coming 21.218. That means it is coming under this level D. Okay, that's fine. And this IA, this is arcing energy, this 27 kiloamps, and this is incident energy 21.2, and this AFP is the Arc Flash boundary. Arc Flash boundary is 2.757 meter, Arc Flash boundary. So this is incident energy, okay, for this bus. But here we can see this FCT not determined for this bus B. FCT is not determined. This error we are getting. How to mitigate this one, and why this is coming? First of all, here also FCT is not determined, so what is the reason here? Let's see. Here we have got this one, but here FCT not determined error is coming because anyhow this fault is not cleared. Here is the 19.449 kiloamps is the fault current, but fault is not cleared. Here FCT 0.384 second, that means at 384 milliseconds, the fault will be cleared, and the incident energy is 21.218 calorie per square centimeter. But here this fault is not cleared anyhow, so we need to investigate why this fault is not clear, so that this error is coming FCT not determined First of all, let's check this breaker, this incoming circuit breaker, whether it is clearing the fault or not. So here, as you can see here, this trip device is not defined here, so that's why it is unable to clear the fault. Likewise, if you check here for this switchboard, for this circuit breaker, you can see this circuit breaker, this model ABB E4H ABB CSPR 122 circuit breaker is selected, and this is the trip solid state trip unit. ETU is selected 4000 amps, and here LSIG breaker release is used here. So here it is defined, so if we use similar type, that ABB 4H CSPR 122, and here LSIG setting 0.43, 0.6, 132, let's define here. Suppose this is air circuit breaker, power CV air circuit breaker. Go to library ABP and E4H here 0.415, 4000 amps. Says this is the solid state unit, ETU unit. So says PR122. This is the circuit breaker. This is the circuit breaker module, and this portion is the trip device, which is ETU electronic trip unit or solid state trip unit, ABB says PR122 model. Let's select it. Go to the trip. Here this plug setting I am changing to 4000 amps, so 0.43, 0.6, so I'm keeping the same. I think it was 0.32, 0.3, suppose 0.3. And instantaneous, let's deactivate this instantaneous unit. That means L and S, long time and short time setting is provided. Okay, now let's run it once again and let's see whether this FCT is cleared or not. Okay, fine. So that FCT not determined, that error is removed, and here again this is under level D, arc flash boundary. This is 2.507, here 2.757. Here incident energy is less than 20. It is coming 18.216 calorie per square centimeter, and FCT is 0.36 second. That means 360 millisecond. This fault is cleared. At 360 millisecond, fault is cleared. Here at 384 millisecond, this fault is cleared. So that's why incident energy is slightly higher than this bus B. Okay, so now let's experiment one more thing. So this fault clearing time is 360 millisecond. If we change this trip device, if we clear the fault faster, so previously it was 300 millisecond. If we clear this fault, suppose 100 millisecond, let's see what happened. So previously incident energy was 18.216 and level D, under level D. Let's run this once again. Yeah, so now it is reduced, that means it is improved. This is coming under level C because this incident energy is reduced drastically. This is coming on now 6.072 calorie per square centimeter, and this fault clearing time is 0.12 second, that means 120 millisecond. So here this fault is cleared at 120 millisecond at bus B. At bus A, this fault is cleared at 384 millisecond. That's why this incident energy is much more than this bus B. So our intention should be like this. We need to clear the fault as soon as possible, so that the incident energy is limited to level C or level B. It should not exceed level D or level E. So it depends on the fault clearing time, FCT. So that's why the relay setting coordination is directly interlinked with this arc flash analysis study. Whenever this incident energy is going beyond the limit, we need to revisit again the relay setting coordination with the downstream and with the upstream relay setting. If it's possible to reduce the coordination time, this time discrimination, that means we need to clear the fault in a faster time, then the incident energy will be reduced and the arc flash analysis study will be improved. So we need to optimize, we need to maintain that balance between the selectivity based on the relay setting and coordination, and with the arc flash analysis study. So we need to keep the balance between these two. So first of all, that's why it is recommended to go for the standard relay setting and coordination with the downstream and upstream network. And after that, we need to check based on the arc flash incident energy level. After that, we may need to revise the relay setting based on the arc flash requirement. Okay, here FCT is not determined at 6.6 kV level, and here also 6.6 kV was A and B, because really we have not assigned yet any relay to clear this fault here with this circuit breaker. This is 6.6 kV circuit breaker, and there should be one relay to trip this circuit breaker. So that's why this fault is not cleared actually. So that's why this FCT not determined error is coming. But here we have defined the circuit breaker, this, because this is the release. So external that additional relay is not required. Here the LSIG release is available within this air circuit breaker. So that's why this is clearing the fault and this arc flash analysis is done. Okay, so now I will show you with the help of this arc flash analyzer. Go to this arc flash analyzer here, and here we can see this. This is for bus. These are the buses. So we have created, we have analyzed this LV2 bus A and LV2 bus B. So here, as you can see, this is the total energy. This is the total energy, means incident energy, calorie per square centimeter. This is arc flash boundary. This is energy level D, here level C, and FCT is 19.2 and 6, but this is FCT unit is cycles, so we need to change it to second. So now it is second. So 384 millisecond. At 384 millisecond, this fault is cleared, FCT, and here FCT is 120 millisecond, and this is the circuit breaker ID. So now if we want to filter out with the help of color, click here, and okay, all are gone. We need to select from this drop down list nfpa 70E 2012 to 2021. Okay, now the color is coming. Suppose level A 2, this is acceptable in yellow color. Level B 4 also yellow. Suppose we want this level C 8, that should also be in yellow color. Let's change it. So level D C also acceptable. Suppose level D, it is also acceptable. If it is acceptable, let's change the color here. So now we can see this level A, level D, level C, these are in yellow. And whatever remaining where the incident energy is more than 25 calorie per square centimeter, this is exceeding 25, it is more than 25, that means 40 or 100 or in between, or not determined. So all are in red highlighted. So you can compare. If you have several case studies, so here only I have considered the maximum case. So if you run the minimum case also or any other case, so all will come here and you can compare with the help of this analyzer or Flash analyzer. So based on this you can compare, and also you can export also in Excel spreadsheet this different configuration, along with this comparison table, along with this highlighted cells you can export. So here what I have done, I have simulated this Arc Flash study here. I have analyzed some of the errors, why the errors were coming, and what maybe the mitigation steps, and this level, different PP levels, and also the Arc Flash analyzer. And one important point I have skipped in, and I will cover it in the next video, that is the configuration, bus configuration. So this depends, this incident energy, this depends on the bus configuration also, whether it is horizontal or vertical configuration, that means electrode configuration. So that is also one of the most important aspects we should not forget. So in the next video I will discuss in details about the electrode configuration along with the simulation case studies, what are the impacts. So we will see in the next session.